Across the Warframe universe, there are countless dangers. Armies bred for war, machines built for conquest, and powers left behind by ancient civilizations. But none of them inspire fear quite like the Infestation. Because the Infestation isn't an army, it isn't a kingdom, it isn't even truly a faction. It is a plague, a living, spreading infection that consumes everything it touches and transforms it into something else. The infestation is not simply a disease, it's the biological force, a mutating organism capable of rewriting flesh, metal, and even advanced technology. It does not destroy what it infects, it absorbs it. It does not think the way living creatures think. It does not plan the way civilizations plan. It simply grows. And growth, when left unchecked, is one of the most dangerous forces in existence. Because unlike an army, the infestation does not need orders. Unlike a ruler, it does not need a throne. It only needs something to consume. Long before the present era, during the reign of the Orokin Empire, the infestation was not an accident. It was created. Engineered as a biological tool, it was meant to reshape living matter and produce controllable soldiers capable of surviving any battlefield. To the Orokin, it was simply another invention, another weapon in their endless pursuit of perfection. But like many Orokin creations, it did not remain under their control. It evolved, it adapted, it learned, and eventually it began to spread. The Orokin believed they had created the perfect weapon, something that could adapt faster than any enemy and survive any battlefield. But perfection, as they would learn again and again, is often just another form for something they cannot control. The infestation does not conquer territory like an army. It consumes it. It spreads through spores drifting in the air, through tendrils creeping across surfaces, through living masses that grow and expand without rest. Entire ships have been overtaken by it, entire stations lost, entire colonies erased from existence. And once it takes hold of a location, it never truly leaves. Even when destroyed, fragments remain, waiting, dormant, ready to grow again. Entire regions of space have been quarantined because of it. Ships that once carried thousands now adrift in silence. Their interiors completely overtaken by living growth. Some still transmit signals, but no one answers them. The creatures born from the infestation are not natural life forms. They are distortions of what once existed. Soldiers, civilians, machines, all can be twisted into grotesque new shapes that serve the will of the infection. Some become mindless beasts driven only by instinct. Others retain fragments of memory, moving with unsettling purpose. But none of them are truly what they once were. The infestation does not preserve identity, it replaces it. Each infested creature is not simply acting on instinct, it is functioning as a part of something larger, a system that extends far beyond a single body. Killing one does not stop the whole, because the infestation does not exist in individuals. It exists as a whole. Despite its chaotic appearance, the infestation is not mindless. It reacts to threats. It changes its structure. It evolves in response to resistance. In certain cases, it has demonstrated signs of a collective awareness, as if every infected organism were a part of a single shared consciousness, not individuals. One entity. A network of flesh and instinct connected across every world it touches. And that is what makes it so unsettling. Not just what it is, but what it might become. Because an organism that can adapt endlessly is not just alive, it is evolving. Most enemies can be defeated, armies can be destroyed, machines can be dismantled, but the infestation is different, because it does not need victory to survive. It only needs contact. As long as even a fragment remains, it can grow again. That is what makes it so dangerous. Not its strength, not its size, its persistence. Even now, long after the fall of the Orokin Empire, the infestation continues to spread silently across the system. It does not seek power. It does not seek domination. It does not bargain or negotiate. It simply expands slowly, waiting for the next structure, the next ship, the next world to consume. Entire regions have already been lost to it. Some believe the infestation is spreading slowly on purpose, waiting, growing, learning. And if that is true, it may not be finished yet. The infestation is more than an enemy. It is a reminder of what happens when a civilization believes it can control forces it does not understand. The Orokin created the infestation as a tool. Now it exists as something far beyond their design, a living consequence of their ambition. Because long after empires fall and wars are forgotten, the infestation remains silent, patient, still waiting for its next opportunity to grow. And somewhere in the darkest corners of the system, it is still growing. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe for more Warframe lore explained, because this universe holds far more secrets than it first reveals.